Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, a bit of a different video today. I just wanted to do something following up on a video that I did have out yesterday, which I had to take down. And basically, I was asked to take it down because I was breaking terms of service for Raid. But there was an element within the video which actually HWZ called out. And I thought, you know what? He's right. I should probably just make a video on this point rather than the stuff I spoke about yesterday. Okay, so basically, I have the potential to be an addict, yeah, especially in gambling. Okay, gambling is my vice, and I have a good amount of self-control to make sure that I don't unleash that beast. It was actually kind of goes right back, like if I just think back to when I was younger and, you know, first got out into pubs. In fact, before I was able to go out and drink, when I was out in pubs and that with my family, I used to be obsessed with fruit machines. Yeah, I used to love to play them. I'd play them like all day long if I could. Even goes back to like going to the beach and you got like the 2p machines, like just anything where it's like the chance to win, right? And I'm well aware that that's a problem that I've got, and I cage it. I cage it in a way that basically limits my access to these type of things. And, you know, a good example is I don't have any form of gambling app or system on my phone. In fact, let me tell you a story about that. I installed one because in England we have this horse racing event called the Grand National. And I've been like betting on a horse on the Grand National as like a family thing since I was about 6. Yeah, it was like choose your horse. All of us, like there was probably about 20 of us in our kind of like wider family, would get together and we'd watch this Grand National race, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, and every now and again, one of us would pop this fun winner. It was never any big money, but it was always like a fun event. And I followed that through with my family. So, you know, my girls, one of them won, basically. My girls were 8 and what would have been like 8 and 11 or whatever. And one of them won, and she won a good amount of cash when she was like 11. So, you know, we put on like a fiver or whatever, but she went for a massive outsider without even knowing it, and she won. So anyway, that money stayed on this new gambling app, which I had on my phone. And basically what I did was I bought her some stuff that she wanted with the money, and I kept the cash in the gambling app, and I started to gamble again. And nothing too crazy, honestly. Like it was like 500 quid in this app, but I started to get the buzz of it. And because it's on an app, it was there in my hand. I started to gamble on all sorts of crap, right? It went from stuff which I had a decent knowledge of in terms of football to randomly gambling on golfers that I'd never heard of, to gambling on tennis matches, basketball matches. I didn't know any of the teams involved. 2, it got to the worst point for me where I started to gamble on who will win the next point in a game of tennis. But it was so instant gratification. And it was actually quite a low point for me. Even though it wasn't a load of cash involved, it was a low point for me because it just gave me that realization of I can't do this. I can't have it on my phone. I actually went from 500 quid up to about 2,500 back down to 0 over a weekend. That's because I was on it so much. Now, another story, I used to go to the casino with some friends, and we had this kind of like roulette system, right? And, you know, we do this kind of like system, put £5 on red. If it didn't win, double your bet, £10 on red. If it didn't win, double your bet, £20 on red. When you win, go back to a fiver. We did this 3 weekends in a row. Each weekend, we started with a chunk of money, 100 quid, and we got up to over 1,000. Each weekend, 3 in a row. We were like, we are invincible. All I wanted to do, literally through the day, every day until the weekend, all I wanted to do was go back to the casino and do it again. Now, obviously, it's not as easy as that, and we went on to lose multiple times in a row, okay? And we were like, why is the system broken? It's broken because it's not meant for you to win. Okay, so I just wanted to bring it back because the video yesterday was actually talking about Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, and Raid Shadow Legends is a form, if you want it to be, of gambling. Okay, however you want to look at it, this is where my vice has evolved to in Raid Shadow Legends, probably without me even knowing that I was doing it really. But I got to a point in Raid where I had to stop spending. This was before I was a content creator. I had to stop spending because it was becoming a problem. Okay. And actually, back in the day, I was talking to Stu Gaming and I was like, how much do you make from YouTube on a month? And he's like, well, you can make a good few £100. You can make a good few hundred if you're doing regular uploads and people watch your videos. And I was like, damn, I might be able to make videos on Raid to pay for the stuff that I wanted to buy in Raid. Yeah, so if I can earn a couple of hundred a month, it gives me a new way, a new amount of income that I wasn't kind of like banking on to feed my family, pay for my home, all of the normal stuff we do, right? I thought, well, maybe I can do that. And very luckily for me, it then turned into my career, okay? Luckily, a lot of hard work, all that sort of stuff. But basically, it turned into my career. And I wanted to make this video because there's a lot of us that play this game that probably are similar to me. Okay, we like the gamble of the shards. We like the gamble of the moment. And it's just a call out that don't let it overtake your life. Don't let the spending get out of control. Understand that this is a game. These are pixels on a screen. And you don't need for it to become more than that. There's always going to be the temptation. And I get it because I feel it strongly. Okay, I feel it strongly because of my background and because of the way I am, my makeup. So, I still, even though I know that I write off shard packs, all that sort of stuff through the business, I still have to temper what I do in this type of game. You might think that I don't, but I do temper what I'm doing because I know that it can snowball out of control. Yeah, easily snowball out of control and easily end up becoming a massive, massive cash sink. Yeah, to the point where you're getting loans to pay your normal bills and all that type of stuff. So I guess it's a bit of a reality check. Yeah, I've been in that position and, been bought low a couple of times through this type of stuff. And yeah, just make sure that you don't let it go too far. Don't let it get beyond just that amount that you can actually afford. Because it is just a game. We're here to have fun. And yeah, hopefully, if this strikes a chord with anyone and kind of just lets you get a bit of a mental reset, then I think it's done its job. But there you go, guys. Different one from me, but I'm Hell Hades. I'll see you later.